Wildcats, welcome to B Block's first ever Wildcat News. To kick things off today, I will tell you about how mental health is important and the support our school supplies to students who are struggling. A definition of mental health is a person's condition with regard to their psychological and emotional well-being.
I feel like it's exceptionally important. I feel like if we're not mentally well, then we're not able to live our best life.
Your mental health relates to your physical health, and actually a huge percentage of all illnesses are caused by stress. It's the root cause of a lot of our physical disorders.
Students have talked about how school affects their mental health in different ways.
Like sometimes I'll just start having anxiety for no reason and I can't be in class, so I'll go to guidance.
Lack of motivation is a big struggle for students, and here's how students have different methods of dealing with it.
I give myself breaks in between assignments. If I'm swamped with a lot of work, I'll spend this amount of time, an hour, doing my assignments, and I'll give myself a break in between just to chill, and then I'll go back to it.
A lot of students' support are their friends and family.
They're really supportive. They always check up on me. They always make sure that I'm all right.
The school is working on supporting students' mental health in many different ways.
I think we're learning. I think we're really trying as a faculty and as a team to reach out to the students that seem to be in the hardest places right now.
We have an increase right now of kids who are struggling with their mental health. We just hired and starting today are 2 new counselors. I think that they are doing what they can to get the supports in place for the students.
If a student is struggling with their mental health, I would say the best advice is that you cannot keep that problem to yourself. And I would definitely seek help from an adult. Sometimes we like to go to our friends, but our friends aren't always equipped and with the professional knowledge that an adult might have. So I would definitely say if you're experiencing any kind of mental health struggle to go and tell someone.
If you are struggling with your mental health, we have a lot of resources like the guidance counselor and the nurse. If you're not feeling well, please don't be afraid to ask or reach out to Miss Gilbert and Miss Miranda down in the guidance office. Now on to Anthony to talk about a fun wintertime club.
Thanks, Riley, for that awesome introduction. Hi guys, I'm Anthony Souza, and today I'm here to talk to you about Ski Club. Let's talk to Mr. Cray, the man who started it all.
Mr. Cray, the founder of Ski Club, talks about how it all began.
So I said, it'd be cool if we had something that was more regular, that there was an actual club instead of just random people, and it was more dedicated to a long-term thing, like in our case, 6 weeks. So the powers that be said, yeah, go for it, and so that's what we did. We went for it.
Being that there's a lot of students, some may think that it could distract from the fun of skiing.
I'm there for the students. That's my main priority. If that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't have this club. I'd just be going skiing on my own after school on Fridays. So I'm there for the 70 students to make sure everybody's being safe and having a good time and enjoying what they're doing.
Mr. Rosso speaks to what Ski Club means to him.
It's a travesty. What are we even doing here? What are we doing here? Is this a place for fun or for learning? The fact that we even have a ski club is an insult to my profession.
We decided to ask if he had ever been on any trips himself, seeing as he was so enthusiastic about Ski Club as a whole.
Yeah, regrettably. Regrettably. I don't like the people I go with. I think that Mr. Cray is overrated. And sometimes he has the meanest people go with him. Like, for instance, Mrs. Daly.
Clearly, he thinks it's a great idea.
No, it's a bad idea.
Let's meet some of the members of the Ski Club and see how long they've been with the crew.
I did Ski Club in 9th grade.
Yeah, I have. I did it 2 years ago.
Yes, I have for 3 years now.
Yes, I have. I've done it all, since freshman year.
Ski Club takes trips to Wachusett Mountain in Princeton, Massachusetts.
Wachusett's a good mountain for beginner skiers. You want to go skiing on a Friday night, it's close enough to do that.
Probably the best we can get, close to home, so it's acceptable.
Skiers of all experience levels are attracted to the versatility that Ski Club offers.
I'm an expert skier.
Beginner.
Definitely not expert, maybe intermediate.
I'd say I'm an expert. especially better than Aiden Reynolds.
It provides lots of memorable and fun experiences for friends.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with my friends.
Being back on the mountain with my friends from school.
Just, hitting the slopes.
And will they be doing ski club this year?
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It gives me something to do in the winter.
All right, guys, that's all about ski club. Make sure to sign up and join. Let's go to Riley to hear some about social media. I'm going up for another run.
Thanks, Anthony. Check out Ski Club if interested. I interviewed students and teachers on their opinion about social media during COVID.
I asked a few people how often they used social media.
Yeah, I use social media. I use it most of the time when I'm not really doing anything. It really keeps me not bored.
Yeah, I use social media a lot for various things, and it's pretty good.
Probably like 2 hours, 3 hours a day.
Yeah, I do. I tend to use it like after football and stuff, just to like relax and just have some time to myself.
I asked a few people how COVID caused their social media use to increase.
Not really much, to be honest with you. Like, other than texting, talking to friends or teachers, it's really still about the same.
I'd say it probably tripled itself just for the fact that I had to use it to actually talk to everybody that I would normally talk to just in person.
Because I would just sit down, there was nothing to do, so I would just sit on my phone all day in my bed and just use social media.
Because I've had more time to actually use stuff like my phone, so it's just more free time in general.
I asked both students and teachers if social media really helped during COVID.
Yeah, definitely, because like I said, it gave me the opportunities to talk to others, have that connection to be able to still voice out my opinion with others, hang around others. Like, despite not being in person, we can still chat and have fun.
I think it helped, but it definitely could have been used in a better situation, because especially now that we can all see each other in person and everything, it makes everyone like not want to actually want to do stuff in person. People just want to text online, use their phone and all that instead of just having a face-to-face conversation.
Yes and no, because you can get useful information, but at the same time it can distract you from what you're supposed to be doing.
There's always, good and bad to everything. And so, yeah, of course, social media can and does help always. And in the pandemic, when people couldn't keep in touch with each other in person, some connection is better than none at all, for sure.
That's all from me. Now to Tommy to talk about a teacher who's hitting the spotlight.
Mr. Hyde has had a long teaching career, so I asked his boss and him how his career has been so far.
Well, Mr. Hyde's been with us for a bunch of years now, and he's an extremely flexible teacher. He's taught both at the middle school level and also everywhere up to juniors and seniors.
I started in high school, went to middle school, came back to high school, and all the changes don't feel that different to me. Teaching is teaching to me.
Since Mr. Hyde has such a large personality, I asked what his fellow neighbors thought about him.
Well, he likes to yell randomly, play some Miley Cyrus on repeat, even hack into my email, as my honors geometry class can tell you about.
Mr. Hyde has been teaching for around 20 years, so I asked why he likes teaching so much and what his students like about his teaching.
I don't think it was math. I just liked teaching, and it was the only thing I was good at. So that's what it was. It was I liked math, it just came easy, so I enjoyed teaching it to somebody.
He teaches us really good up on the board, and then we go over it and we do a couple practice problems on our own.
I asked Mr. Hyde what about math he likes so much, and I asked his students how Mr. Hyde has helped them grow mathematically.
I think I like people in general. I like helping people. It's something I enjoy. And so when I came to something math, and I walked around and asked people to pay me to help them, but schools were the only way they did it.
He's an extremely friendly person. He works so well with students because he's happy to help anybody out no matter what your mathematical level is.
Well, I think when I came into starting high school, I knew a good amount about math, but whenever I don't understand something, he always breaks the problem down step by step.
Now I asked Mr. Hyde about his life outside the classroom.
Very boring. Quiet, like no, I go to church. I love sports. Like my daughter's at an age where she's like in 1,000 activities. So.
Thanks for telling us about a great teacher, and now on to a great holiday. Thanksgiving is a great time for family and friends to spend time together and enjoy good food. We asked the students and staff at West Bridgewater Middle Senior High School about their Thanksgiving experience.
Many people share a similar opinion on what the best main dish is for Thanksgiving.
My favorite Thanksgiving main dish has to be turkey because you have that every Thanksgiving, and it's like a very popular thing. So.
I have to say my favorite Thanksgiving main dish is turkey, like dark meat turkey.
One, I know everyone likes the turkey. I'm more of a dark meat fan than the light meat, but I love stuffing.
I gotta go. I just turkey. I love turkey.
Sometimes the people that we are most thankful for aren't even people.
I'm thankful for my wife and my bunnies. Without them, I don't know where I'd be in life.
My students. One thing I'm thankful for in my life is definitely my parents. Raising me and taking care of me and worrying about me. Definitely thankful for that.
I'm thankful for my brother. I really love my brother. Yeah, and my mom, for sure.
Thanksgiving is a great holiday for many to just relax and spend time with family.
I think Thanksgiving means that it's just like a time for like my family to get together and be thankful for like the food we can eat.
Thanksgiving is like a time to relax. It's like you're not worried about anything. You just get to hang out with the family. It's like cook food, watch football, just relax.
Thanksgiving means a lot to me because I used to celebrate it with my grandparents before they died, and I love those memories.
Staff and students here are excited to celebrate their own ideas of Thanksgiving. And now on to Ava with winter sports. Good luck, everybody.
Thanks, Christina. I can't wait for my family to be together on Thanksgiving. In spirit of the upcoming winter sports season, we heard from the players and coaches themselves their thoughts on being a successful athlete and building team camaraderie.
Having team camaraderie and getting the group to gel is extremely important in any sport. I think breaking it up with those fun moments really helps.
I think as a coach, it's your job to kind of help people get the perspective of team first, and it's one of those things where the things that you do, how do we do things to help those around us be better, play better, instead of just how do I get myself to kind of chase some personal milestones.
Make sure that we have great communication, and what we do is we build on that, whether it's on ice or off ice.
I think being an athlete makes you a better, stronger person because it helps with your work ethic and being determined on and off the court.
Honestly, just like the camaraderie, build a lot of friendships, especially even like with other teams. Just talking to them while you're competing against each other is a lot of fun.
Enjoy coaching a team sport because it's just another opportunity for students to learn in a different environment with that smaller group of people who are looking to chase, excellence in their own way, and you can help them in that perspective, as well as giving them opportunities to learn about accountability and putting a team before themselves.
I love the fact that it's team first and foremost. I've always had strong values in building relationships with the players, and more importantly, once they move on from playing the sport, I feel like I've helped develop them into young men and women.
I like being part of a team sport because it gives you a chance to meet more people and put yourself out there without having fears.
Being an athlete definitely helps students get through the winter. We're wishing the best of luck to our sports teams this season. We live in a pretty health-conscious world, but many people still enjoy fast food. Let's head over to Julius to talk more about this topic.
Hello, this is Julius Jordan speaking, and today I'll be talking about fast food. Many people have different views on fast food, and today we'll be looking into some of these opinions.
Whether it be negative or positive, people have many thoughts on fast food, and here are some examples of those thoughts.
American fast food it's invented here with the McDonald's arch starting in the 40s or 50s, and then just aspiring and taking off to all these others. It's convenient. They've come up with formulas to try to like addict us, and with the salinization or the sugar or the sizes, the taste is manipulated, so it's modified foods, not healthy. Tasteful is in the eyes of I suppose your taste glands, right? So I have mixed reviews on it. I think it's overall harmful and contributing to our obesity and a lot of our health issues, including to some degree my own.
I think fast food can be pretty convenient. I don't eat meat, so that takes out a lot of options, but I think it can definitely be helpful and easy.
I love fried chicken, but again, it'll kill me. But that's probably why I like it.
As time goes on, people may feel like the quality of fast food is going down. We were lucky enough to gather information on which fast food joint went down the most in quality.
I'd say that of all the fast food places, I like Taco Bell the least.
I think in recent years, Burger King has really taken a nosedive. I mean, I still occasionally like their Whopper, but I think everything else has kind of gone down.
I feel like I should say Burger King, but I don't think Burger King was ever really that great, but I'll go Burger King.
Lastly, we get Miss Brogna's opinion on fast food in terms of health.
I think fast food can be healthy if there are really good choices available. You know what I mean? And I think we're getting to that point with some companies, but there's still always going to be that tease of like the unhealthy stuff that makes it hard for people to resist. You know, it's loaded with fat, it's loaded with sugar, it's loaded with salt. We know that. But I think some places are really trying to make it more nutritionally sound for people.
Thank you, everyone, for your thoughts on fast food. And thank you, the viewer, for sticking until the end.